What's up, guys? Well, the time is here. Let's do some serious work on this old girl. So, before I actually get into doing anything, first thing I'm going to do is check to make sure I've got all my everything with me. Obviously, compressor there. I think the video for that will be going up today or tomorrow. A little bit of editing to do, but okay, what do I do with the spray gun? There it is. No, that's not what I do with it. Oh, this is not a good start. This is not a good start at all. All the paints are there. There it is in there. Duh. Yeah, you can see what sort of day this is going to be. Anyway, yeah, now that I know that's there, like I've said in the previous video, I'm going to do this in sections. So, I think what I'm going to do to begin with, I'm going to pop out all of these bits on the front, headlight, buckets, whatever this is, some sort of, isn't it, air vent or something? Seems to be, there's some sort of flap there. I want to pop the dashboard out and I want to take these front doors off. And I'm basically going to do one complete section at a time. So today the aim is to sand this entire front end up to the roof line here, up to the drip rail, and get it sanded back to bare metal and primed. Yeah, little bits like these washer jets and everything need to come out. Obviously, when I put the red oxide on, it was just to give it some protection while I was waiting to get to this stage, so yeah. Anyway, let's pop these doors off, let's get this front all dismantled, and we'll take it from there. And there's the doors off. I think I'm going to take the seats out as well. Actually I am, they do need to come out. And I do need to figure out what I'm going to do with those, but that's further down the line. But yeah, just this is where you really get a good feel for what you've got, what needs to be done. Thankfully, most of the sheet metal, there's water there. It was raining last night and it was blowing as well, so just looking at the repairs I did on the tent. It's seems to be holding out so far. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, it's this is where you really get a feel for what is involved, what you've got ahead of you, and so far, you know, I'm okay. I'm okay with it. It's as I said previously, the last owner, they had a lot of work done on this, so the bodywork that's left, it's predominantly cosmetic. Everything structural has been completed, so it's just a case of going around and figuring out, you know, any little bits that still need to be done. I mean, for example, that's on one of these doors. You know, there's like little bits like that still need to be repaired, things like that, but you know, we'll find them and fix them as we come to them. But yeah, anyway, let's get on with things. Well, one of my first issues, basically one of the seats has been welded in. Okay, so I've run into my first set of issues, which are not unexpected, but bugs around here are biting like anything. Anyway, driver's seat bolts are just rusted into place. So I've soaked those down and just going to leave them sitting for a while. Passenger side, obviously it's got an odd seat on this side, but to make it fit, they've welded it to the floor. So, yeah, I'm going to have to get the angle grinder on, grind the weld off. At least this side's been welded. The other side looks like it's just got bolts in it. but nevertheless, I'm going to have to get that out. So far, I can't see how to remove this. I thought I'd be able to remove this panel, but it looks like it's all part of the front. I'm not sure. I need to pull the manual out for that. Dashboard, I've got a few bits and pieces loosened off it, but again, I'm going to have to grab the manual, just have a bit of a look there. Light buckets, they seem to be, again, part of this front pressing. So what I have been doing is just working my way around. It had a dent down there, which I've been able to pop out from the inside. I'm working on one on this side. Now, I don't have a slide hammer or anything, but what I've done is just drilled a hole, popped a screw in, and just gently pulling on the screw, I've been able to pop this dent out here. So it was quite a substantial one in there. So yeah, I've been able to get that popped right out. So what I'll do next is I'll come back here and see if I can get in with a pry bar behind and just get the rest of this dent here out. And then I'll just weld that hole up, just fill it up there, and yeah, just a thin skim of filler, and that's it done. Sooner or later, found a sketchy repair that's been made at some point. This is all just filler. I can't see. There we go. Filler over rot. So yeah, this whole dash has to come out. Yeah, it's not too bad. Well, it's not the best, but outside is solid, so other than a few little bits here and there, but okay, maybe a bit more, but yeah. But that's the way it is, that's the way it goes. But the rest of this is all loose, and what this corner's like. It makes sense. That's all nice. That's all nice solid metal there. Yeah. I know this panel is available, so I think it's time to grab a notepad and pen and start making a list of items needed. Yeah, a bit of a battle, but it's out. Yeah, get a first look behind the dash. It's actually not that bad. It really isn't. Say this is a 74. It is now 2024. I mean, yeah. I've seen way worse in a lot newer vehicles. So, yeah, I mean, basically the only thing I've got to replace is this lip. It's not so bad along there. I'll get some rust neutralizer and everything on it, but yeah, overall, it's really in bloody good condition. So now I've got some more of the wiring out, but what I'm doing is I'm just running the camera over here just so that I've got a record of where everything is. I mean, there's not a lot under here. There's a fuse box, wiper motor, some controls for the heat, and that's it. But just want to get a reference for where it all went. Obviously I've been cutting the wiring. I'm putting a new wiring harness in because some of this has been burned and it's just in a really bad condition. You know, sketchy repairs and all of that. Yeah, just get a record of where it all goes. Leaving the steering connected for the moment because obviously I want to be able to push the van back and forth and steer it, so yeah, this is something I'll have to take care of. I don't know if you can see down there. But yeah, that's full of water. We need to address that. Well, that's the fuse box all removed. Now, I have left everything connected to it and just cut the harness. First of all, where's it at? I mean, I don't know how well you can see that, but some of that has been burning. There's other sections of it here and there and everywhere that have been the same, so yeah, I think it's a good decision to replace this, but I'm leaving everything connected. Then when I come to put a new harness in, theoretically it should make life a little bit easier. Well, deconstruction has continued. I've just about got everything out of here now. I know a lot of people are saying, why are you doing this, but simple. I want this to be a top-notch build, so gotten everything out of there. Next thing is, I think I want to try and get these seats out. Obviously I've taken lots of photographs, and yeah, so pile of parts down there. These are all going to go into the shed. I'm going to box them up. Obviously I'm listing everything, and yeah, these are all going to get refurbished when I come to put it back together. The main thing is I want to do this whole front end this week, so yeah, yeah, just in case of plugging away. I got this end loosened off. Obviously it was full of crap. You know, again, all of this will be cleaned out and it'll be washed down and painted. So yeah, it's taken a little while, but you know, as I said, I think it's worthwhile. But yeah, I'm going to clear all the tools up here now, and I think that's, yeah, get all the tools cleared out and then I'll try hitting these seats. Another good example of why I want to do a new wiring harness in this. God, I hate these things. I hate them with a passion. And you see them all the time, people using them on vehicles. And it's like, just either use proper connectors or solder them or whatever. But yeah, there's definitely evidence the wiring's been burning under the stash here. So obviously I'm glad to remove it all. Just get it all out, replace it. Yeah, anyway, put these screws and everything into my container and then see if we can get these seats loose. Now, as you can see, I've had a shower of rain, so I've dived under here for the moment. But got the pressure washer out. I'm just going to hit just in there. That's all I want cleaned at the moment. Just get this lot all, just wash it out and get the floor and everything cleaned. And then yeah, I'll give this front a blast down. It should take some of this old paint off. I don't care about that. That's kind of the part of the purpose. So yeah, let's get to it. Okay, that's a bit better. Yeah, it's still not 100% clean, but it's a lot cleaner than it was. So what I'll do before, because I am going to paint all the inside here, it will be hit with like a prep. But what I use is actually there's a couple of it's for cleaning windows. There's a UK brand called Mr. Muscle, and it's got vinegar in it, and it's really good for cleaning surfaces down, and it's inexpensive. So yeah, I'll give it all a good clean down before I paint it, but obviously there's welding to do. I've got this to replay, and yeah, I'll get in here with a wire wheel it all down. A couple of little repairs to make along the front here. You can't really see it, but it's not showing up on camera, but there is some filler down there, and I want that out. But no, you know, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I'll rebuild this with metal rather than filler. I think that's what a lot of that there is. A little bit up. Damn. There's a little bit up the top there, but yeah, this is all solid metal. It's just this along this edge here, and I think was there a little bit over here. I don't remember. Actually, no, that was all pretty solid along there, wasn't it? So. And so it begins. It had to happen, hadn't it? Thankfully it's not too bad. Has had a new patch panel put into here, up to here, but this bit here was not repaired. Well, it was kind of, but I wasn't happy with it, so obviously I've cut it out. Same thing here, all along here. I've cut that back there as well, and I've cut that section out there, and yeah, we'll put new metal in. I don't want to mess it. No messing about. As you know, if you're going to do it properly. Well, I do admit, after all the welding that I had to do on the Transit, I'm glad I don't have to do any on this. Oh. Yeah, seriously though. Yeah, as I'm getting into it, first of all, this is actually all new. All this around here is new. What they've done is they've managed to weld it to the seat rather than actually welding it to the body. So what I've done is I'm just cutting any bits out. I've also done something I really do not like, and that is rather than actually cutting the old out, putting the panel in, I've just laid it straight over the rot. So again, I don't like that. It's yeah. Anyway, I've just continued cutting it out. I'm gonna cut this out. Where are we at? I'm gonna cut this out here, but I've put some marks in there because this needs to go back onto the fresh metal, because this is actually the mounting for the correct passenger seat. Other things that's been done is the seatbelt mount has been welded in, and the actual bracket has been welded in, so I can't actually, the seatbelt on this side didn't work, so while I'm on doing this, I may as well get it all out. So I'll get the rest of the seatbelt mechanism out, I'll cut this out, and I'll get a nice new piece put in there, and we'll call it good. That side, there's a couple of little spots on the other side. It doesn't look as bad, but you know, it's easier. Just cut it out and just replace it. Well, I'm getting there. Now what I'm going to do is I'll tack this along here, just tack it down this side, and then I'll just run a blade straight down there, cut through this and the patch panel, and that will just give me a flush line down there that I don't have to mess about trying to match up or fill. And this side here will be cut, and that will fold over. I'll do the same here, just make a cut line along there, and I'll be able to fold that in, just get the profile just right, and yeah, and obviously go around, weld it all up solid. did not expect to be doing this. Now things moving along there. Got it all tacked in along that back end there and welded up here. I've got a few little spots where I've blown through I need to fill in. Got that front end still to do, but it is nice and solid now. So yeah, I mean I wasn't expecting having to do this, but it is what it is, you know. It's taking on somebody else's projects, you know, that's just the way it goes. I did have to cut the seatbelt off though, because somebody's welded the seatbelt mount in as well, so didn't matter. Seatbelt had to come out. It's not wasn't very good quality. I'll just replace them. I'll do the same on the passenger side as well. I'll just replace it. Well, Houston, we have a problem. I'm 99% of the way there. I've still got a few little bits here and there to do where where there's a little bit of blow through, but my welding mask self-darkening function on it has just given up. So I'm going to go and just ring up, see if the supplier in town has one available, and if they're actually open. I don't know what time it is at the moment, and I guess I'm going to head off into town and get one. This kind of bite, so it's just, you know, nicely in the stream there. I'll be moving along here. Got that all nicely tacked in, it's nice and solid there now, but I've been working down here on this fender. It actually didn't look too bad on the camera, and it's solid. Obviously all of this has been replaced, but it just needs body worked and smoothed out and everything like that. So I've gone right around this lip here. I've got that all pretty much smoothed out, basically where the door closes onto. This here, there's a bit of a dent there. I've got most of it pulled out, but just putting a skim on just to finish it off. And yeah, just working my way around. Got to do down here. That still needs a bit of work, but otherwise we're, you know, not bad at all. Getting there. Work on here continues. Now the observant among you may notice I painted it red. There's no actual significance to the red, it's just that's what colour I just happen to have in a spray can. All I'm doing is I want to get all of these edges really as near perfect as I possibly can, and sometimes it's just handy if you just put some paint on it and you can see it better with everything even. It just, you know, uncamouflages it. So that's what I've done. I'm going to leave that to dry, and then that will give me a good indication of anywhere that I need to adjust or touch up or whatever. Obviously I've continued sanding right up the doorpost there. Well guys, I think I am going to wrap it up here. It has been an interesting week. I've made a start on this front section here as well, but I'll get into that in a later video. Well, you know, a little bit more welding than I expected, but yeah, like I said before, it is what it is. So anyway, thank you for watching. I wouldn't mind if you would hit that like button and subscribe. It really does help the channel. So yeah, come back and see me again. I will be doing some more work on this, so take care and have a good one.